Welcome back to the channel and this series on getting started in PC flipping. This is a really exciting video for me to make, but I sold my first flip. What we're going to do in this video is just go over the process a little bit, talk about some of the lessons that I learned, and ultimately how much profit I made on this flip. So this whole flipping process started out with me having a whole bunch of old parts from an old computer that I was considering just throwing in the trash, but I ended up deciding to give this flipping thing a try. So what I did was I bought a couple other new pieces and threw it up on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and ultimately got very little interest and no offers of any value or substance. So I got a little bit of feedback and bought a couple of new parts, updated the build, put it back up on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, after 6 days was able to get a sale. So on the refreshed PC, which you can see here, I listed it up on October the 13th and I put it up for $300. And I had a bunch of people actually interested, also a bunch of scammers, but some interested parties going back and forth with me about it. I was able to finally get it sold yesterday on October the 19th, and I sold it for $285. My total profit on the build was $123.15. I had a couple of key takeaways from this experience. Number one, even if you price something low enough, if it doesn't have parts that people want, you're just not going to get a sale. So I had a GTX 680, decent graphics card in its time, but it was pretty old in there initially, and nobody was interested in that. I went out, found a good deal on Facebook Marketplace for a GTX 1060, snatched it up. I put a couple RGB fans in the build, and that was it. That changed the whole complexion of the process for me, and had people contacting me about every day or every other day to make a deal. So definitely make sure that even though you're trying to keep your costs low, make sure you have good quality, desirable components in there that people are actually looking for. Additionally, I think a really important part of your salesmanship and your marketing is going to be your pictures. I see lots of computers listed up on Facebook Marketplace. They don't have good descriptions, they don't have good pictures, and you see them sitting there for week after week after week. So definitely make sure you really hone in on that. Type in the things, make sure you've got the keywords in there that people are going to be looking for in order to kind of drive some attention and some traffic to your. Ultimately, it was a really fun experience. I enjoy building computers, and what I also found that I enjoy is scrounging around and hunting for good deals on PC parts. I've already bought a handful of parts for the next build that I'm going to do. Once I get all those parts in hand, I'll go ahead and make another video talking about that one, and hopefully I'll be able to get that one sold as quick or quicker than this one. Thanks for checking out my videos on my journey learning to flip PCs. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like if you want to stick around for the rest of the journey. Thanks.